Thailand's prisons are notoriously bad. Life behind the barbed wire and high walls has been the subject of many books and Hollywood movies. But for an outsider, getting a glimpse inside one of these facilities is almost as difficult as escaping from one. With the entire prison system at its most vulnerable, we were invited into the country's largest, which is becoming bigger all the time. Officially, there are more than 8,000 inmates in Bangkok's Klong Prem. That's more than 2,000 above normal. The population is growing as other prisons become flooded and the inmates have to be moved. Klong Prem remains open for business, but it's now an island with its own unplanned moat. Access is by boat only. The polluted water has breached some defences, but low-risk inmates work to try to keep the inner part of the facility dry.
Despite this prison being surrounded by water, the director is determined to keep it open. What he's worried about, though, is more inmates arriving, making the situation worse in what was already an overcrowded prison.
The tiny cells hold up to 4 prisoners each. They may squeeze in a 5th if more jails are flooded.
We are the biggest prison in Thailand, so we can take another 3,000. Personally, I don't want any more. Not even one more, because we have to make a lot of preparations.
Security will also become a concern. At the moment, Klong Prem operates on a ratio of 1 guard per 30 inmates. That ratio is certain to change. So far, 25,000 inmates have been moved from 7 prisons that have had to be closed.
We are worried because the prisons are overcrowded. Any inmates that have to be moved must integrate with the existing prisoners. We're trying to organize more living space and also trying to tell the inmates that these are temporary measures.
If the country's largest prison floods, the government may have a huge problem on its hands, trying to find space for thousands more inmates. Wayne Hay, Al Jazeera, Bangkok.